Hey everybody, Doug8798 here. This is my short reviews of X-Men, Apocalypse, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Captain America, Civil War, and of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of the Shadows. Um, these are my short reviews of these movies. There will be longer reviews of these movies in the description on my alternate channel, the Super Vader 400. With that being said, I'm gonna go from least to greatest, and the first movie you see, and the first movie I'm gonna review is the first movie you see right here. Is X-Men Apocalypse. Of the four movies I saw, this one was surprisingly an awesome movie, but it's the least greatest of the four. To tell you the truth, I actually can't stand the X Men franchise. X Men 1 through 3, of course, I love those films. I thought they were great for their time. But Origins, I liked when it came out. Wolverine Origins, I liked when it came out, but I do not like it now. And I hate First Class, The Wolverine, and Days of Future Past. But I'll talk more about those in future rants. But this this film right here, X Men Apocalypse. I want to see this film because of the cast of characters that were going to be featured in this film, and of course, finally getting Apocalypse as a main antagonist in a film. I always want to see a X Men film where the X Men and the Brotherhood team up to fight Apocalypse, and they somehow center a story around that. And they did that here. This right here, wow, definitely not following the comics and not doing several characters like Apocalypse and of course Angel, Angel Justice. This right here was a great reimagining of the X Men franchise, and it's like after 2 to 3 bad movies, Fox finally hit a home run on this film. This is the least. This is the least. This is the most ill received of the X Men franchise so far. But this has been the best film since the original trilogy, and maybe even better in some aspects um, than the original trilogy. But this right here was an awesome reimagining, and I actually want to watch. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually want to watch more X Men films. And I declared that I was gonna boycott X Men movies made by Fox because I want them to give the rights back to Marvel so Marvel can do X Men right. But this right here was a good film. There'll be a longer version on my Super Vader 400 account. The next film is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. I had been looking forward to this film way before it was even announced, and then I was looking forward to this film even more after it was announced. That was until I saw the negative reviews for the films on Rotten Tomatoes and saw the various reviews on YouTube, and I decided to skip the film. I decided to skip the film because I saw Star Wars: The Force Awakens and of course Deadpool, the last two films I saw before Batman v Superman. And I didn't like either one of those films, and I didn't want to be disappointed again. I didn't want to set myself up for disappointment again. After the film had already flopped out of theaters, I figured there had to be a low quality version somewhere online. I found one, and I regret not seeing this in theaters because this film was awesome. Despite its problems, the cast, the visuals, and the action carried the film. And this film was a great follow up to Man of Steel and a great start to DC's extended universe. There are several problems with the film, but I'll address those in my review. But despite those problems, this was still a good film, and I still thought the film deserved to make more money than it did. And I felt the critical reception should have be at least been higher, at least 40, 50, or 60%. They definitely deserve some criticism, but at least a little higher. But this right here was a great film and a great start to the DC extended universe. To tell you the truth, before watching this film, I wanted to see this film so I could take my shot at it and tear a new butthole. But after and of course, because you can see my rant on the DC extended universe. After seeing this film, my hatred for the DC extended universe has turned to like. I can't wait for the DC extended universe after seeing this movie. The next film. The next film is actually the film I just recently saw this past last weekend. Last weekend, and that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I knew this film was gonna be good, but I didn't think it would be this good. This film already, despite being ill received by critics, it, ill received by critics, and of course, sadly to say, has still not made over its has not made back its budget. This film right here is one of the best films of this year already. It is I can't believe I'm saying this. It is way better than the last two films I just mentioned, Batman v Superman and X Men Apocalypse. I didn't think the film would be better than Batman v Superman, but it is. This is a movie about turtles who talk, so I'm not expecting too much. I just wanted them to get Bebop and Rocksteady and Krang and Stockman in the film. They did more than that. This was an awesome film, and it sucks it hasn't made back its budget yet, because that means there probably won't be a follow up to this film. But this film right here was awesome. This is one of the best films. This is already one of the best films this year. Everything that was good about the first one is better in this film, and everything that was bad in the first film, they improved in this film, such as more focus on the turtles, and just lots of stuff from the cartoons, particularly the 80s and the 2000 and the current cartoon. Um, Now all performances were great. Everyone's performances were great. Strong writing, and this is probably of all the Ninja Turtles film, this is probably the best Ninja Turtles film of all time. Like I said, well done, Noel. I keep forgetting his last name. Noel and Michael Bay. This right here was an awesome film. There'll be a longer review on my channel. Now, the last film is Captain America Civil War. It was a toss up between which film I was going to talk about last, because Captain America Civil War and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows are already the best films I've seen of 2016. Captain America Civil War, not only is it already the best film of 2016, I think it's the best of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I love all the MCU films with the exception of Iron Man 2 and 3, but this film right here is better than all of them. At the MCU, each time they outdo themselves, and here they addressed all the criticisms of the MCU. They they made the story more complex and more darker. I like how films like this and Batman v Superman show that just because we have superheroes, the world is not a better place. Sticking it to all those annoying DC fans who say Marvel can never really can never get dark. They prove me and everyone else wrong here in this film. And this film is already broke the 1 billion mark. 1 billion mark. I didn't think it was possible to get. I didn't think it was possible to make money like that anymore. But this film Um, has already made the 1 billion mark. Of course, was well received by critics. Everything about this film was great. The action, and like I said, just this is like I said, this and Ninja Turtles. I can't believe I'm saying this, are the best movies of this year. Well, like I said, this was my 4 movie reviews. There will be longer reviews in the description box below on my Super Vader 400 channel. Alright. Oh yeah, before I leave, going back to Civil War. Civil War. Another thing I liked is Civil War. I love both Batman v Superman and Civil War, but this film right here was much better. It was built up better. And it flowed as a narrative much better than Batman v Superman. Well, like I said, this was my 4 movie reviews. There'll be long reviews in the description box below. All right, I'm done.